Okay, in this problem, they just want us to find a z-score. And a z-score is just a score that can be used to compare data values. So let's see. Here's the formula for a z-score. You take the data value that you're interested in minus the mean and divide it by the standard deviation. So this is a nice problem because basically it's just plug in. So you just have to figure out what's what. Um, Z we don't know. X is the data value, so that's the 113. Mean is mu minus the 119 over the standard deviation, which is 3. You can have negative z-scores, that's no problem. So you get negative 6 divided by 3 equals negative 2. So a z-score of negative 2 means that when compared to others in this category, you're below the average because you have a negative z-score. And the bigger negative it is, the more you're below the average. If you have a positive z-score, you're above the average. In this case, we're below. Usually normal z-scores, we consider a normal, say they're talking about, I don't know, scores on a test. So you got 113 on this test. You have a z-score of negative 2, which means you scored below the mean, which you can see you did. And usually normal scores run between a z of negative 2 to positive 2. If you get below a negative 2, you did really bad. If you get a z-score of above a positive 2, you did really, really good when compared to others because you're comparing it to the mean. Basically your z-score is how many standard deviations you are away from the mean. That's basically what you're calculating because you're finding the difference and dividing it by the standard deviation. So it's just a way of measuring how far off you are from the mean. So I hope that helps in how to calculate a z-score.